Hello, Champagne Dreamers! Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to celebrate 300 subscribers. Baby steps, we're getting there. We're bringing in more and more fabulous people. So Angie is going to come out from behind the camera and we're going to do something very special. So I'm excited for you to join us. And we're going to start with a little something that we do often, which is trying weird foods or trying weird food challenges. So let's get Angie out here and do the thing. Well, hello, Angela.
Hello, Janessa.
So, we always get together and do weird food things. We try weird foods. This is not going to be as weird, but the new Mountain Dew Voodoo for this year came out. So, we're going to try this and just give our thoughts. And then it's going to get a little bit weird. We're going to do the Sprite Challenge. But first, let's try the Voodoo.
Now, is the Voodoo one they bring out every year but a different flavor each time?
Yeah, so it's a new flavor is my understanding. Is that every year it's a different one. The one last year tasted okay, but it was instant gut rot. And for some reason, they never do a zero sugar, so get on that. But let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad. I can see it being gut rot.
Yeah, so much sugar. It kind of tastes like Airheads to me.
I give you that.
Like the white mystery flavor.
It's like, isn't the mystery flavor like supposed to be a mix of end flavors? Or is
I think
one of them?
I've heard that, yeah.
So maybe this is all the crazy Mountain Dew flavors mixed together. That is not bad.
It's not bad, but now I've gotten so used to drinking 0 calorie, 0 sugar, that like it just tastes like syrup. So it's like a little bit too
strong.
thick.
Do you notice, so is this the 5th year? Doesn't that look like a 5 on the little candle there?
Oh yeah, I think it is. A little 5 on there. That's very cool.
It has a little candle and in the flame it has a 5.
Very cool.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. Now it's going to get weird.
I'm already burpy.
So we have the Sprite Challenge. If you haven't seen that, basically what you try to do is you try to chug a Sprite or a mineral water.
Oh, I didn't know mineral water was
I've seen people do it with mineral water, yeah. And you try to do it without belching. Try to chug the whole thing. We have little dollar store buckets just in case.
In case our belches have more than just air.
Yes. So I don't...
we're old people.
That was never a worry until she mentioned that. And now I'm like, this is the beginning of the day, so I hope I don't throw up now. Cause
I'm an old person who has had acid reflux before I know what it could lead to, so we're just going to be safe. Do you have any precious makeup in front of us that we wouldn't want anything to...
No, I
think we'll be fine, but it's just
we're good.
concern.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
So
we're going to try to get through a whole thing without burping, which I'm already burping from the Mountain Dew. I don't think I'm going to fare well at this.
I don't either, because I can feel it bubbling from the Mountain Dew.
I'm just trying to get it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god, you're fast. I can do it with water. You already lost.
Oh, but I'm trying.
Did you? I can feel it. Oh, it's building up.
Oh.
That's what we need.
Oh.
Are you all done? Oh,
I'm done. Oh.
Okay. I'm almost done.
It wasn't as bad as I thought, but... Oh.
It's there.
I don't feel...
Almost done. Almost. Oh, no. Okay, get it? It's done. Oh, no. That's what we needed! You gotta hold it! You can't have that early release.
Yeah, I did have that tiny little burp, but I was like...
Okay, but I think we both... Well, I guess you did. I won.
You won. Is there...
I won!
You won! Did you win, though?
I won.
I got got it all out in one, like, long demon burp. And then you've had these little, like, dainty, like...
No, what do you consider that very first burp you did?
It was, well, yeah, that
loss. That's what I call it. A loss. Loser. I enjoy that, but I think, yeah, you're a good chugger.
All right, I am a good chugger. The 90s were wild, man.
Yeah, you won in the chugging competition.
Yep.
And I won in the waiting until I was all done to belch.
All right, are you ready for the real video?
Oh, God.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm ready. I do not know what this is going to be. And apparently it might annoy me and I might be entertained by it. We shall see.
And we're getting into it right now. All right, so when we hit 100 subscribers, Angie came out from behind the camera and we did the geeky tag, something like that. When we hit 200, we did the Hot Ones challenge. Now, for 300, I designed this game, and Angie doesn't know what we're doing. But Angie has a notoriously bad memory. So sometimes we'll watch a movie or a TV show, and I will turn around and immediately quote something from the thing we just watched. And she won't know what it is.
I won't.
So I decided this could be fun to play a little game. I was inspired by my friend Nanners. Nanners, I was there for her birthday. So Nanners is the friend in Bismarck. When I go down for Bismarck shows, I stay with her. And for her birthday, she decided to do Nancy Trivia. Oh, so we are going to do Janessa Trivia to see if Angie can remember anything about me at all.
Yeah. Is it going to be like, Angie's a bad friend?
So, but that's why we prefaced it with that she just has a really poor recall on some things. And it comes and goes.
If there's like important dates and stuff, I am an old school wall calendar person. I write people's birthdays on the wall calendars. If there's something special, something special coming up, it gets written down so that when I come to that day, I will see it. Because chances are I'm not going to remember it up here.
Yeah, so we have 30 questions all about me. They're things that she should know about me because we have talked about them probably multiple times.
Probably today.
Maybe today. And there's going to be a little competition element to it.
God. What?
That I will reveal at the end. But let me go ahead and pull out my notebook.
Okay, I'm ready.
I started to write the questions and the answers, and I was like, well, she might be able to see the answers. And then I was like, these are questions about you. Why don't you know the answers? And I was like, maybe I don't need to write the answers.
Now, who has the bad memory?
Yeah. All right. So we'll start off easy. Okay. Question number 1, how did we meet?
We met I'll tell this story from the beginning, which isn't all that exciting. I was looking for a new job, and I saw in the paper, probably, it was holding up a listing in the paper that the local porn store was hiring. So I called up my other friend, who actually was a mutual friend of ours, said, hey, we should go apply at the porn store. And she called my bluff. And we both went and turned in applications at the porn store. Now, I did not know Janessa at the time, but because Janessa was friends with my friend, Janessa turned in a good word for me when I turned in my application. So I got hired.
For both of them.
Vouched for both of us.
I was like, oh yeah, they're both really great workers or whatever. I mean,
I never met Janessa before.
We can peek behind the curtain, we were kind of hiring anybody with a pulse.
Yeah,
at the time,
that's when you worked there,
you didn't really need a good word.
Sometimes working at a porn store isn't necessarily high on people's list of adding to their resume.
Yeah. 5 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah,
all right.
Whole story and everything. I could have just said at the porn store.
That's right, at the porn. And then we would have wondered, like, what? Question number 2. What ruined Christmas when I was You
didn't get a Barbie doll?
Yes. Do you remember
it the
which
Western
Barbie?
one?
And it wasn't just that I didn't get a Barbie doll. I didn't get Western Barbie. What did I get instead?
You got Western Ken.
I got Western Ken.
This we did talk about today, so I did remember. But I didn't quite remember that it was the Christmas that was ruined.
Yep, it ruined Christmas because I had been asking for months for Western Barbie. And I saw that there was a Barbie-shaped box under the tree. And I opened it, and it was Western Ken.
What bullshit is that?
I was so mad. I was so mad.
Mama Champagne?
5 points. Mama Champagne is in trouble. Still in trouble.
Years later. You'll never make up that. Make up that?
Make
up for that.
Make up for that.
Okay.
Question number 3. What character is prominently featured in my home office?
Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, yes.
Okay.
My Wonder Woman themed office. I have all kinds of Funko Pops and action figures and stuff.
Okay.
Now, we're still in the toy area.
Okay.
What are my 2 favorite 80s Barbies?
Oh, and you just bought them recently, right? I'm going to say Crystal Barbie and Peaches and Cream.
Yes, Crystal Barbie and Peaches and Cream. So you are 5 for 5. You have 25 points.
The easy ones is you start off easy.
We start off easy. Now we're in the same vein, but it's going to maybe get a little bit harder. Question number 6. Who is my favorite gem character?
Oh, you like Pizzazz.
Pizzazz, correct. Yeah. I went as her for Halloween one year. I made a Pizzazz costume. Now this is something, we'll see if you remember this one. This is definitely from a filming day, and we've talked about this. Who is my favorite X-Men character?
Oh, is that Dazzler? Is she X-Men?
She is X-Men. It is Dazzler, yes. If you haven't watched that video, you can check that out, or right here, I'll link it above.
We've talked about that with, I think you have don't you have a Dazzler action figure too?
I do. I have a little action. Someone at a drag show brought me a Dazzler action figure, and I was like, this is the best tip that I've ever gotten. I love it.
Were you expecting me to say Storm?
I thought Storm, because Storm is the one that's more well-known.
And we were recently talking about her.
And Storm is like my second favorite. Mm-hmm. And she's more well-known, and it's more of like an obvious, but Dazzler's my number one.
Because she roller skates.
She roller skated. She was a singer. She's blonde and beautiful like me. All right.
Okay.
Question number 8.
Okay.
What is my favorite horror movie?
Oh, Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp, yes.
What's the name of the main character? Angela!
Angela!
I don't have a wiener.
I thank you for clearing that up.
No problem!
What is my favorite of the big 3 horror franchises? Or big 3 slasher franchises, I should say.
So... what are they? Nightmare on Elm Street. What's the Jason Voorhees one? Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th.
And Halloween are the 3.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th is correct. Yes. Doing pretty well so far. All right, we've got all 9 for 9. Who is my favorite character on And Just Like That?
Oh, on And Just Like That?
The Sex and the City reboot.
Oh, you've enjoyed how... Oh my god, why am I spacing their names? What's her name, the brunette? Excuse me, Sprite. Miranda, and that lady, and Che. It's Che. I know it isn't.
Not Che.
Charlotte.
Charlotte is correct. Which I never would have expected because Charlotte is my least favorite from Sex and the City.
Yeah, she had a good turn.
And they've really... I feel like they've fucked up so many of the characters on that show, but Charlotte, they've actually turned her into a decent character.
Miranda,
that is correct.
They messed up.
Yeah, Miranda, that's a whole... Oh. All right, so 10 questions down, 10 correct answers, which means that when we get to the end, Angie doesn't just get the consolation prize, because there's a consolation prize that she was going to get no matter what.
Is it a free meal?
But she also gets The prize. I'm very excited to reveal this.
Okay,
all right.
because I have 10 for 10.
10 for 10. That was the minimum you had to get out of 30.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Okay, well, now for the hard ones.
Mm-hmm. The first couple seasons we didn't watch together, but then we started watching American Horror Story together.
I'm not going to remember.
Which season of American Horror Story did you watch without me?
Oh, which one did I? Because I forgot.
Forgot that we were watching it together.
We were watching it together. It was... Is it the one with the vampire people in Cape Cod or wherever the heck it is? I don't remember the names of them. Where... Aren't they? They're kind of like vampires.
I don't know because I haven't seen it.
That's the right one, isn't it?
That is the right one. I think season 10.
What is it?
Double feature, I think it's called. The one that's half aliens and half vampires.
Yeah, the men are pregnant. The alien men babies.
Sure, I still haven't seen it. I'm still waiting by the phone for the phone call. Well, so the kicker with this is that we didn't watch the first 2 seasons together because I actually started watching it with my friend Amy.
Oh, yeah.
And then I ditched her to watch it with Angie, so I'm also the bad friend in that scenario. This one might be a little tougher.
Okay.
Name my 3 favorite movies. So this is questions 12, 13, and 14. What are my 3 favorite movies?
Well, Sleepaway Camp.
No, that is my favorite horror movie.
Oh!
So my 3 favorite movies.
Well, one of them is that one with Charlize Theron where she like goes home and whatever. Young woman, young lady. That's the one, right?
Young adult, I'll give you credit. That is...
I don't know.
They're more classic.
The Wizard of Oz.
No?
They're classic, meaning they're older. Meaning they're old. Older than you?
Yes.
Oh. Gone with the Wind.
No.
Some Like It Hot.
No,
but it is in that vein. Is it a Marilyn Monroe one?
But I will say that both of them feature Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, okay. What are her films? Then I would let you know. I don't know.
So,
this one?
My favorite is Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Marilyn and Jane Russell.
I have been told that one.
And the other one is All About Eve, which is a Betty Davis, but it has Marilyn Monroe in a small part.
Yes, and you have spoken of those.
Yeah.
More the Gentlemen Prefer Blondes is the one I should have gotten for sure. Do you like, though, that I got the... Well,
I did the Young Woman. That movie, Young Woman.
Young Woman Goes Home When Depressed. That's the full title.
Question number 15. Okay. What is my favorite part of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Oh God, I watched that. And do I remember anything about it? No.
I know, we've talked about this multiple times.
It's gonna be Titus related, I'd assume. Yes. And is it his version of Lemonade?
When he's lemonading! Yes! Oh my God. Use your key, Kimmy, I'm lemonading. Oh my God, that whole thing where he does the with the yellow gold drapey dress and the baseball bat.
I will have to watch that again and forget it immediately. You should do a quiz. I'll be like, hey, I just binge watched Kimmy Schmidt, and then you come up with a quiz.
And then I'll have a quiz for you.
And I'll be like, I don't know.
All right, so we've gone through 15 questions. You have 13 of them correct so far. So good job. Next question. What convinced me to rediscover Days of Our Lives?
It wasn't because that one dude liked your stuff on Instagram, was it?
No, Carson Boatman for a while and it's kind of been on and off. But he was liking my posts on Instagram. But that was after I got back into Days. Because I didn't know who he was until I got back into Days.
Did one of the characters die and then come back yet again?
No. I'm sorry, you are incorrect.
That's fine.
Because Marlena was possessed by the devil again.
Oh, no, they're devil again.
That's what it was. So you were close.
I was envisioning her.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Deidre Hall.
Deidre Hall.
Yeah.
So I was envisioning her as the reason, but we're not getting the right reason.
Yeah, because I watched it in high school when she got possessed the first time. When I found out it was on Peacock, and then my friend Nanners was watching it, and I heard she was possessed by the devil again. I was like, I have to go back and watch this again.
And now you just can't get out.
Oh, so now we're going to switch into a little bit of horror convention, my history pre-COVID. Why did I go to my first Days of the Dead convention?
Because you had original plans to go to a Dark Shadows convention, and something happened with portions of it, where you got tickets for portions of it, but not another, I think, or something with the days.
Yeah.
So then you're like, you want to experience the whole thing, and since you couldn't, you scrambled to find something that fit with that same time frame for your tickets and everything.
Yeah, so I was supposed to go to Dark Shadows Festival, the 50th anniversary of when the show started. And it's a bunch of old people and me, apparently, who are fans of the show. So you had to pay by check through the mail. And so I had to wait for them to update the website. And then I sent the check per all the stuff on there. Well, by the time they got it, it had already sold out. Except for, like, one of the days. They were like, oh, well, you can buy Sunday, which was, like, none of the real events. And then all of the celeb stuff was Friday and Saturday. And I would have had to fly to New York and, like, get a hotel and all this stuff. And they're like, and we've decided, since people are so excited, they can come to the Saturday events after 7 p.m. And I was like, that's, like, 2 events. And everybody who was in the show is now, like, 80. So they're going to be in bed by 7 p.m. So I just, like, I just didn't buy. Because then they sent my check back. And they're like, oh, and because it was full, you'll have to send a new check for the new amount for just these days. And you should hurry because those might sell out. So I was like, I just started Googling, and I found Days of the Dead, and that's how I ended up going there. So that is correct.
Yeah. And then you also, was in your plan, you're like going to try to make the most of it. That's where you started with your pictures.
Yep, and I was like, if I'm going to go, I'm going to go in drag, I'm going to bring fun-themed outfits, I'm going to have a good time, and the rest is history. And for several years until COVID, I was going to Days of the Dead Horror Convention.
Yeah. It would have probably been a fun, it
would have been fun, but it would have been me and a bunch of old people. All right. So, in the Days of the Dead vein, what pro wrestler do I have beef with?
Is he an old blonde dude? What are their names? I can see him. Ricky something? Rick. The wrestler.
Rick. So I'll give you credit. It's Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Okay.
Do you remember why?
Because didn't he like make an offhand? He wouldn't touch you or something.
That sounds like I was like
No, but like didn't he like?
Yeah,
something.
so I did. So Ric Flair.
Wouldn't touch you. You're like, no, please,
touch me,
Mr.
Ric Flair.
Flair.
Please, Ric Flair, 70-year-old man, touch me. There's a weird overlap between horror fans and wrestling fans, it seems, because Days of the Dead had a lot of wrestlers as well as horror people. So I was like, I don't buy a lot of the ops. Some of them I would buy with the wrestlers, but I was like, I care more about the horror movie stuff. But Ric Flair was supposed to come. He was known for having big coats and like feather boas and all kinds of stuff. And so I was like, he was supposed to come with the coat. And so I was like, oh, that'll be fun. And I planned a whole day's outfit. So every photo that I took that day, including the Stranger Things kids, I'm in this like tiger print retro 60s dress with this big like faux hawk hairdo because I was doing this whole gorgeous ladies of wrestling thing. Yeah. And then the coat didn't make it. There was a problem with the luggage through the airline. The coat didn't make it, and they were like, oh, well, we can give you $20 back, because it was an extra $20 for the coat. And they're like, because most of the photo ops were $40, this one was $60. So
because there was a coat?
Because there was a coat, yeah.
Oh, God.
Because it was technically a costumed op, and those are more expensive. So, like, we can give you a $20 refund, or you can just get a refund altogether for the whole thing and not do it, or you can take a picture just with him and get a $20 back, or you can apply it to another photo op if you want. You can apply that credit. So I just took the 20. I was like, people know Ric Flair or whatever, and I saw all the photos, because this is when the photographer they had at the time was still posting everybody's photos, and you would just go download yours. And so I saw he's all hugged up on people and like arm around them, and like when I came in, he was like, oh, and just like stood away from me and did this like point thing, but clearly like looked kind of awkward. And I was like, not to worry. I am the queen of taking lemons and making lemonade. So they had this Days of the Dead wrestling belt that I had over my shoulder. So I just like popped to the side and like popped my hip so that there was a clear division between us so that I can crop him out. So I still have a picture with him. So if people were like, have you ever met Ric Flair? I can be like, yeah, he's an asshole. Here's the picture proof. But I can crop him out and just have this really great picture of me looking like a lady wrestler with this wrestling belt. So that's why we have beef. So Ric Flair, if I see you in the streets, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Because I've got sharp nails. So watch it.
No, don't worry. He won't go near you.
I probably won't see him.
Hey.
I'd be like, hey, and run away. So here's another juicy one. Which celeb did I allegedly get to cancel their appearance at a Days of the Dead? Which celeb allegedly canceled because of me?
The Clueless lady. Right.
More specific, which one from Clueless?
No,
Even if you can describe who she is in Clueless.
Well, let's say the black girl in Clueless.
Cher's best friend, Dion.
Cher's best friend,
Yeah.
Dion. Okay, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I hate to say like.
Yes, so Stacey Dash was supposed to be
yeah.
at either Atlanta or Indianapolis one of the
I gotta
years when I
interrupt
was
you.
going.
I couldn't quite say which character because I couldn't remember her position in the movie.
Yep.
I just had the visual, so I'm sorry. That's why I was like, okay, we'll go with that descriptor. But I couldn't remember it was her best friend.
Yep, her best friend. So here's the thing, is that if you don't know Stacey Dash, in the years since Clueless, she's awful. She is, like, anti-choice. She's homophobic. She's transphobic. She's gone on the circuit doing Fox News and all that bullshit. So she's kind of awful. She's less awful than some of them. Like, she's no Candace Owens, but she's trying, right? Like, she's a runner-up. She's hoping that Candace won't be able to finish her title and she'll be able to take the crown. But, like, she's not quite that bad. But, so I had posted on my Facebook that I wasn't sure if I was going to spend any money at her booth. Because I was like, Clueless means a lot to me. So Clueless is a movie that was really important for me at a really, like, chaotic time in my life. And so that movie really means a lot to me. And she's probably one of the few people that I'll probably ever get to meet. Like, Alicia Silverstone's not really out doing horror conventions. Paul Rudd's not doing, like, Ant-Man's not out doing, I could go to a big Comic-Con, but, so I was like, she's probably the one. So then I was like, so I just put it out on my Facebook. I was like, what do I do? Because this woman is awful. She's an awful person. But this movie means a lot to me. So I don't know if I should spend money. So I was specifically talking about spending money. Because of Days of the Dead, there's a lot of people on my Facebook page who are involved with horror cons. They volunteer or they're booking people or whatever. So apparently somehow they got around to her booking agent. Allegedly. I've heard a couple versions of the story. Because then she canceled the event. And I had heard a version where supposedly somebody saw my Facebook post and they took that to mean that I was going to, like, attack Stacey Dash at her booth. Like I was some sort of domestic terrorist. Like I was going to, like, jump her at the convention.
She'll just see a big ball of wig coming at her.
And so that was part of the story, is that they were worried that I was, like, going to get crazy. The other version I heard is that she had a fight with her, like, road manager, and he dropped her, or she dropped her, I don't know who the person was, but was like, I'm sick of dealing with you, and so she had to cancel all of her. She's also kind of known for canceling a lot of events. So I don't know how much truth there is, but I heard that version of the story, and apparently somebody from the leadership of the convention asked my friend Brooklyn, who does a lot of my photography and was doing a lot of the indie stuff with the convention at the time, asked her, like, would Janessa hurt somebody? Like, is she crazy? So I just think it's funny that allegedly I got Stacey Dash to cancel an appearance. So
attack Stacey Dash.
And then it meant that I didn't have to worry about making that decision. So
she wasn't there.
It helped out she wasn't there.
Did I get that one?
You did get that one. We'll give you that one because you knew who I was talking about. What celeb rocker did I have a random encounter with in a hotel lobby?
Did you see Gene Simmons?
It was Gene Simmons. Yes.
I got it! I remembered his name and everything.
Yeah, so I'm not much of a Kiss fan, so I didn't... He was like the big featured guest, and so I always bought VIP tickets to Days of the Dead, because there's a little swag bag, and there's like line jumping privileges or whatever, but then they had a special Gene Simmons VIP, where you got to be part of a meet and greet or whatever. And everybody that I know that went to his like meet and greet and did photos, most of them were mad because they were like, he wouldn't even take off his sunglasses, like he just didn't spend any time or whatever. I didn't even go meet him, but I was in the lobby. I had lost my key, and so I'm waiting in line at the desk of the hotel, and he's coming around the corner. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so he's finishing up his like VIP party or whatever. He's coming around, and he beelines over to me, and he like takes my hands, and he's like, I just want you to know that you are the bravest motherfucker in here right now. And I was like, thank you. And he's like, no, you listen, like, people are gonna tell you that they think they know who you are, and they don't know shit. Like, I can tell right now you know who you are. And I was like, thank you, that's so sweet, I really appreciate it. I was like, I'm the only, like, drag queen running around at this thing. And he took off his sunglasses and, like, looked me in the eyes, and he was like, I just think you're really brave, and I think it's really kick-ass that you're here. And I was like, thank you. And then he put on his sunglasses and right out the door. And so I kind of felt bad because there were all these people that paid like a lot of money to go to that VIP thing, and some of them didn't have a great time. And I just had this like random encounter in the hotel lobby, and I was like, maybe I'm a Kiss fan now. I don't know.
I think that's really awesome that
Yeah.
he did that, you know?
Yeah,
and that was like a genuine moment with him.
Yeah, it was so cool.
You
It was
know?
just like out of nowhere. He was just like, I can tell you're cool. Like, I can tell you're kick-ass.
That's cool.
So that was very fun. So this is a bonus question that's not really in the game, but what is my current favorite smell from Buff City Soap? That doesn't really smell like what it says it is.
Isn't it one that smells like Sour Patch Kids or something?
Sour candies!
Okay.
I don't know why I'm having to do this mini commercial in the middle of this video, because this is not sponsored. Maybe I'm like gonna forward this to them and hope that they sponsor me.
They should.
They should, because I am obsessed with this body butter. Now it is really oily, so when you put it on, especially like white folks, if you're not used to using lotion and putting stuff on your skin, it's gonna feel real greasy. Like, I have to have a washcloth. I'm probably ruining all of my bed linens and my jammies. I don't care.
Somebody's gonna come to your bed and be like,
What is this?
oily beast.
It is, because it's seriously like shea butter, 2 kinds of oil, and fragrance. But this I am obsessed with. And this is the smell Sour Candies. And it doesn't smell like sour candies.
Smell it again.
To me, it just kind of smells like pear and like maybe some other fruits. But it doesn't smell like gummy candy. It doesn't smell like sour candy. But I am obsessed with this. This is the 3rd jar of this that I'm going through. And I've gone through 4 jars of this body butter. I also had a lavender, and I had one that was like pomegranate and lemon. I am obsessed. I'm not good at remembering to put lotion on, and I don't work through like lotions and stuff, and I have 4 empties of this at home. And I just went and picked up 2 more, a sour candy and a pink sugar. So I'm obsessed with this. Go check it out. This is my recommendation, not sponsored, hashtag, but yeah.
Where'd you get it again?
At Buff City Soap.
Buff City Soap, you say?
I do.
Wow.
All right, so now we're getting into some more personal questions. What color was your maid of honor dress in my wedding?
Oh, wasn't I green? No, wait, what did I wear? It wasn't pink, was I? Because I was green and... I think... I'm going to say pink. Pink.
You were right the first time.
I was green. It was green. Natalie's was pink.
Gotcha. She's just so in demand as a maid of honor.
Green. I should still have, yeah.
It was green.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought I got to choose my color.
What color was the belt?
The belt was pink.
No.
Well, what color was it?
The belt was blue. Because all the other bridesmaids were in blue dresses with green belts. She got a green dress.
This is an outfit I've
belts.
actually worn. I am now envisioning the dress.
And what else was special about the wedding attire for the bridal party?
Well, the special is that all of the bridesmaids wore big honkin' wigs, and then you had some drag queens in amongst the mix, and then you had drag kings on the groom side, right?
We had a couple drag kings, I think. But yes, all of the bridesmaids wore wigs. So I'll give you that point since you remembered the wigs. And since you were starting with green.
Well, and
even though you said
you don't have to give me that. I'm doing so well otherwise. Yeah.
At my wedding, what song did I walk down the aisle to?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm not even gonna.
It's also related to a movie.
Cool. Is it Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
No.
Isn't that Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? I don't know. Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. I don't know.
I do by ABBA.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So my
look, I care.
my ex-husband walked down to At the Beginning by Donna Lewis and Richard Marx from the Anastasia movie, and then I walked down to I do by ABBA. Do you know what movie that's from?
I'm gonna assume it's from Mamma Mia.
No, it's from Muriel's Wedding.
Oh, I have seen Muriel's Wedding.
You're terrible,
once.
Muriel. Yes, so that's where the inspiration was for that. When I got divorced, what did my ex put in the envelope with his final rent check?
A coupon for a free pizza.
Yes, a coupon for a free Domino's pizza. I have it somewhere. I call it my divorce pizza, and it just... At such a dark time, it made me laugh so much that he was, like, feeling guilty. There's way too much water under the bridge to go into, but when he left his, like, final rent check, because he left in a partial month or whatever, he left a coupon for a free pizza.
Just one pizza?
A medium, bitch. Don't forget me. Yeah, don't.
That bitch lived with you long enough to know.
That's right.
That medium doesn't cut it in a divorce.
All right.
Okay.
So then, my first relationship after my divorce. So the lovely man named Sieber.
Circus performer.
I don't know.
No, is that his brother?
He did it. Well, they did a circus class together, I think.
Yeah, weren't they? Didn't they perform together?
They did like an aerial act, but
cute cat.
He had a cute cat.
I'm just gonna try to name him.
He and I had one fight.
Oh.
What caused it? One like real fight. Like play bickering not included. Like we had one like real.
I feel like it was about a movie.
It's about a movie.
Was it? Oh. Was it? Oh, was it something where like you? Was it something where you got sad or you were a little emotional about the movie and he didn't understand it or something?
It was a movie that made me sad and he made fun of me.
Oh, he made fun of you, yeah. But that's all I can
remember the movie.
Lilo and Stitch.
No.
Young woman.
Young woman. No. It was Collateral Beauty was the movie that we went to see.
Who's in Collateral Beauty?
Will Smith and Helen Mirren.
Oh, I still
Keira
haven't
Knightley.
seen it. Okay.
It's so good. It's so good. And he did not understand that when I was telling him that this kind of movie matters to me, I was telling him, like, this is something that is important to me. And then he, like, relentlessly made fun of me for it.
He made fun of you and gave you a free pizza coupon.
And gave me a pizza coupon. Oh, no free pizza. And it leads into another question.
Oh, okay.
The first time we tried to go see it, I don't know what we were doing. We were not very smart. But we ended up in the wrong theater.
Okay.
And this was kind of funny. What movie did we end up seeing instead of Collateral Beauty the first time we tried to go see it?
The Jackass movie.
No.
I don't know.
So the first time we went to go see it, I was like, we're going to go see this. It's going to be great. I was like, you're going to like it. It'll be fine. You'll survive one movie. Even if you don't like it, you'll survive. Mm-hmm. And we went and we were going down and it's in our movie theater. There's this one hallway where there's only like 2 screens. There's one right at the beginning and then you go around the corner and there's another one. Well, somebody was coming out of the one and was holding the door and was like, oh, come on in. Like they're getting ready for the movie to start. So we just go in, because they had said it was down the hallway. We didn't look. And the door covered the little sign that said what movie was there. And he had been kind of dragging his feet. So, like, our movie started before this one.
Mission Impossible.
No, but you're in the right genre. You're in the right genre. And so he's holding the door so we can't see the sign. And then we're sitting there and we're enjoying our popcorn or whatever. And we're like, we're sitting here for a long time. Like, we were kind of late to the theater. Like, the preview should have started by now. And so we're just kind of like, okay. And we sat there for a little longer. And it was still just the, like, preview commercials. And we're like, what is going on? And he's like, I'm going to go out and check. So he goes out and he comes back and he's laughing. Because he's like, this is the theater for Star Wars Rogue One. Which is totally the movie that he wanted to see.
That's so funny.
And so we were but we had waited so long that the other movie had already started. So we would have had to, like, go into that one. I was like, and so he's just laughing because he's like, even the universe wants me to not watch that movie. And I was like, I will enjoy this. This will be fine. I was like, this is your movie pick. We're going to come back and see Collateral Beauty.
Yeah.
And so then we waited like a week and then we came back and watched that. But that was it. We watched Star Wars Rogue One. I was so mad because that's why he's like, can't we just go see Rogue One? I was like, no, we're going to see Collateral Beauty. And then we honestly, and I can't even blame him because I led the way. Like, the guy was holding the door and I'm like, they said this hallway. And so I'm just like, come on, let's go get a seat. And I let it go in. And we saw Rogue One.
Oh, that's one of those moments you're like, God damn it. God damn it.
Oh, next question.
Okay, I'm ready.
What YouTube video am I obsessed with?
Oh, are we talking about the All Aboard?
All aboard!
The
toxic gossip train.
The apology video of why am I Ballinger?
Colleen Ballinger.
Ballinger.
Obsessed.
I haven't even seen what's happening with that lately.
I have, yeah.
Like
It's spun out into other stuff, and it's like now it's like Trisha Paytas is involved, and I'm not interested in it all. But that video, and the fact that, as far as I know, it's still on because every once in a while I still go watch it because it is.
You need to save it someplace.
I should try to download it
before
and
it
save
disappears.
it because it is 10 minutes of the most unhinged shit I have
ridiculous.
ever seen.
Yeah.
Because I think she really thought she was doing something with that video. And it's so... The minute she... All aboard! Sometimes I just text Angie and I'm just like, all aboard! I love it.
Gosh.
It's so bizarre. Who is my signature diva for drag?
What do you mean signature?
So, like,
diva for drag?
musical artists. Like,
Oh.
signature... Everybody's got their diva that's, like, their...
Oh, God.
Spirit diva.
God, if I don't know, Adele. Yeah, it's not Adele. It's not Beyonce.
Hello. It's not Adele. It's not Beyonce.
I don't know.
Kesha.
Oh, I should know. Yeah.
I know. I was like, once I tell her,
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, damn it.
Yeah.
Kesha is absolutely that song "Praying" with the high note. That song "Raisin Hell." I love all of it.
Raisin Hill.
Raisin Hell. I love Kesha. I'm obsessed with Kesha. I do Kesha almost every show that I do. And now that I'm not doing as many, I can do Kesha at every show, and people don't even notice because it's been 6 months since the last
They're
time.
like, oh, Janessa's here.
She crawled out of her toad hole again, and she's here. Mm-hmm. Yes, Kesha. Question number 28. We've only got 3 questions left.
Ooh.
And they are all about cats.
Okay.
What is my dream way to get cats?
Your dream way to get cats?
What is my dream way to get cats?
I don't know, find one on your doorstep? Have a hot man approach you with one and say, this pussy needs a home?
Talked about this so many times.
Okay, tell me.
I am obsessed with videos where somebody's just like walking along and they're by a dumpster.
Oh, dumpster baby.
And there's this dirty little like Gollum looking creepy critter and they take it home and like wash it up. And then it's so cute and it's like the little lap cat.
Oh, because you saved it from the filth. Okay.
That's my dream way. It's like a dirty little cat just like comes into my life.
I'm gonna
Angie is
mess
always
one
sending
up.
me listings for cats that are at
Janessa
the Humane
needs
Society
cats.
and all
Call
this kind of
them
stuff. I call it peaches. That's what I told her. I was like, if you're trying to get me to get cats, you should just get a couple, rub them in mud, and like put them out by my dumpster and like keep them there until I get there.
I
And then
hear something. What is that?
What is that?
I'll just have Jason ready to dump them off. Right?
Dump
I'm
'em
like,
off, right.
okay, Janessa's home. Drop him off, and then I'll approach and be like, "Oh my God, do you hear
Do you hear that sound? Do you hear that?"
Zips off.
And the last two questions are related.
Okay.
What would I name my two cats, and why? Do you remember why? And technically there are two options, but the one that we've really talked about the most is... But I would take either.
Was there a Dark Shadows reference?
Because of Dark Shadows, my obsession with Dark Shadows, which you can learn more about in this video right here.
But whether I remember them or not, because I don't think Barnabas is one of them.
Nope.
That'd be such a cute name, though. I don't even
cute.
remember the other names. So I think I have to, I don't...
There's a boy and a girl cat, and they're based on Dark Shadows characters. Do you remember anything about the characters they're based on?
No, I don't.
So
I could take a loss on this one.
Take a loss. So I want a little boy cat and a little girl cat, and I would name them Grayson and Carruthers.
Yes, because every time you say Grayson, it makes me think of that TV show that I watched.
Drop Dead Diva.
Drop Dead Diva, yes.
And that's because the girl cat would be Grayson for Grayson Hall, who played Julia Hoffman. And the boy cat would be Carruthers, who was Joel Carruthers, who played Joe Haskell, who was a little light in the loafers, if you know what I'm saying. You can find out more about that in this video right here. But yeah, so that's Grayson and Carruthers. I would have also accepted, I like old lady names. And so these, I've never really wanted kids, but I always said if I did, I would want two girls named Glynis and Grayson.
Yes, you have told me that.
And I have said that I would do Grayson and Glynis, which I guess one of them is the same name. Grayson Carruthers or Glynis and Grayson.
Yeah, you've told, yeah.
So that's...
I am familiar with those.
All right. So, let's see how you are doing. Well, I had set the minimum that she had to get the, like, true prize at 10 correct answers or 100 points, because they were 5 points each.
Oh.
Or no, 50. That would be 50 points. That's math. That's how that works.
That's still failing. 50%.
But if she hadn't gotten it, then the consolation prize that you're going to get anyway is this.
Oh! What is it?
Because it hasn't arrived yet. So we're going to imagine that this is the Holo Taco X Sophia Nygaard nail polish collection.
No, that's awesome.
So that was the consolation prize that you get anyway.
That's a damn good consolation prize.
Wow. So then, I thought, just in case you really didn't know anything about me and you really embarrassed yourself, I wanted to have a really good consolation.
Feel better. Oh, that's so nice.
But luckily, you got not only the 10 that you needed, you got 10 additional, which is 100 points.
Whoa.
And one thing you may not know about Angie is that she's a little bit of a casino hound.
Like in the casino.
And so the 100 points are going to translate to $100 American dollars on a casino trip. What? We're going to take a casino trip to celebrate 300 subscribers here on the channel. Should have answered more points.
Oh, man. No, that's awesome. I did not.
Yes.
I did not expect anything.
So that is my thank you, because Angie does all the filming. So we're working on something where I can maybe start doing some filming by myself as well, just so that we don't have to like pre-film and do like back-to-back videos. But we have fun. We enjoy it. It's good bonding time. But Angie does a lot of work to make sure that the camera's running and everything is going. So this is your thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. Well,
for 3 years, getting us to 300 subscribers. We're going to take a casino trip, and you've won yourself $100.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
So
I was just playing for the joy of it all.
Just for the joy.
The joy.
All right. That is the video. So, yeah. Thank you. Thanks for everything. Now get out of frame.
Can I be saying bye to people, too? And I can go...
Fine. Let's see. Oh, so here's a test of your memory.
Oh, no!
Let's see if you remember the outro. Smarty pants.
Well, thanks so much for watching. And if you're interested in watching me more, Janessa more, click the links down below. If you enjoyed this video, or if you think it's a stinking pile of trash, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. The algorithm's not a picky bitch, and neither are we. If you care to see more of the wonderful Janessa's exciting stuff, check it out on janessaj.com.
Oh, not yet.
I can say whatever I fucking want.
No, you have to do the outro after the thumbs up, thumbs down.
What do you say?
What's next?
Did I actually get the other order right? I should
Well,
know.
kind of. Usually it's leave a comment and then you think.
Yeah, comment below, and if you like it, blah, blah. Subscribe to my channel.
And what do you do after you subscribe?
Hit the bell icon
Why do you hit the bell icon?
for the stuff so you get notifications for when all these exciting videos show up.
And how often might you get these notifications?
You try to do a video every week.
And sometimes
there's a bonus video. Ooh, memorable. I hear this thing so many
I
times.
know, and now we get into... So now the last thing, this is where we get to the Janessa J, but what do we give them before Janessa J?
No, you don't kiss them like that. You don't kiss them.
If you'd like to...
The comment thing that I already said?
No, we did the comments, but this happens
If you'd
twice.
like to see me again, I like to post my pictures. Lots and lots of them. I also like to talk about brick places. Petty bricks.
If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads,
my social
media will all be linked down in the description box below, including
my website, janessaj.com. Thanks so much for watching.
I love and appreciate all of you. And until we see you again, bye.